Hi, I'm going to show you a small demo about Mylar. Mylar is a polyethylene plastic with interesting features as a drawing and painting support. This type of Mylar for artists has been specially treated on its surface to receive different drawing and painting media. It's available in different finishes and thicknesses. For this demo, I'm using the brand Matte Duralar, which is very well suited as a support for different drawing and oil painting. I have chosen here some commonly used drawing media. The first one I'm using is an oil-based pencil made by Faber-Castell, which I like very much. It's similar to graphite but more subtle in soft lines, and it doesn't have this annoying gloss that you get with the graphite deep darks. I will try to get a small value scale in each one of these so you can see how the Mylar behaves. Next, I'm using a conventional graphite pencil. This one is a 4B Caran-d'Ache. The feeling of drawing with graphite on Mylar is very pleasant. As you can imagine, this is very personal, but for me the grip that you can feel is just perfect. Now I'm using a charcoal pencil and I can feel a greater effort to slide it over the surface. This one I'm using is the brand Pierre Noir from Conté, which is one of my favorites because when sliding it over the surface, the feeling is an intermediate between a graphite and a pure carbon pencil. This one is a water-soluble carbon pencil made by Artgraph in Portugal. It produces very deep blacks, and as you will see soon, it responds very well to the use of water. Mylar is very well suited to contact crayons. The one I'm using here is quite soft, and it is a little bit difficult to get a proper value scale. But you can get very deep and intense blacks, like those that you can see in the work of the Canadian artist Sophie Jourdan. Finally, I'm using a black pan pastel. These pastels are very rich pigmented, dust color pastels. They are easily erasable, and you can apply them with a soft knife with matching cover as the one I'm using here. Next, we will test how Mylar responds to erasing, and as you will see, all marks are easily erased without damaging the support at all. You can use a conventional stiffer eraser or a kneaded eraser like the one I'm using here, which, as you can see, I'm shaping every time to have a fresh edge. Now the Mylar lends itself to using different means to extend the range and versatility of the drawing. Being a very stable plastic, Mylar gets water and other solvents without being altered. So you can use the combination of solid and diffused shapes with water or turpentine to add expression to your drawing. And very importantly, once dried, the marks remain erasable, although in that case you should use a stiffer eraser. This is something that you can't do easily on paper, since the solvent has made the pigment penetrate with greater depth into the substrate. I'm using water in the first place, and as you can see, the graphite and the carbon are rather insoluble in water, but the art graph carbon pencil behaves very well immediately. And, as expected, the contact crayon is insoluble in water. Now, when using turpentine, the opposite effect happens. The ones that were insoluble in water are now easily altered with turpentine. You can see the effect on the oil-based pencil, on the graphite, and on the carbon pencil. The water-soluble art graph doesn't get altered with turpentine, and the contact crayon now is easily extended with turpentine. In the case of pan pastel, it's not exactly diluted, but can be dragged out with water. And also can be diluted with turpentine, as you can see. Finally, I'm going to show you how you can paint with oil on Mylar. Here I'm using a rosemary brush to apply a turpentine diluted first coat of raw amber. And of course then you can apply thick paint as well. Once the paint is dry, you can go applying more layers on top. With Mylar being a non-absorbent surface, you will avoid the problem of sinking in and dead spots caused by the absorption of the oil paint into the ground. Hope you enjoyed this video and that you can try Mylar if you haven't yet.